Good morning. Hello, everybody. Buhle here. I'm on the other side now. Surprise. Yeah. Decided that let's Gami be a guest this time around, and I'll be the guy that is narrating everything. So, a bit nervous, but I'm excited as well. Except for it, before I do all the introduction, let's get the important things out of the way. Kamzo, how are you doing, boss?
Excellent, Claire, and you too. How are you doing? International weekend, ish. Boring, but yeah. Bafana is in the World Cup. Let's say that.
Yeah. We celebrate that. We're happy for that. After 23 years, however long it took for us to get there, qualify legit, not backdoors, not qualification, no calculators, no
Yeah.
hosting, legit win on the pitch. That is the most important part. So thank you, Bafana. But yeah, again, welcome back, Ep Mgosi. A little bit of technical glitches, guys, but I see you now before bed. You may not see us in one day, 1 week. It doesn't mean that siyekile or whatever. We'll open as pagam and continue up until I don't know. Maybe one of us passes on. God forbid. We're not wishing that on us.
Hey.
But I see now, guys. There's going to be
Yeah,
technical
man.
glitches. Maybe life comes in where we can't shoot on a certain day. But we are moving on and we're going to be doing this. But Kamza, again, thanks for allowing me to host. And thank you, man, for being the person you are. But guys, let's do the formalities. The episode is brought to you by A Plus Properties. You can check here. Looking to sell or rent your property? At A Plus Properties, we specialize in connecting property owners with the right buyers or tenants. With your permission, we can help you manage the process. Let's make your property journey easy for you. So, my contact details, Buhle Mankune, agent, practitioner, or realtor, whatever you want to call it. My details will be on the description. Please, guys, don't be shy to call me for advice for anything. I'm there and I can definitely help there. So let's continue with the show. Okay, Gamzo. As you know, we were supposed to shoot the show last week, but we couldn't. So we'll still touch on last week matches and see, just get your opinion. So let's check last week's results. So we'll look at Chelsea and Liverpool. What do you think about that match? What do you thought about that match?
Yeah. Wow. Like, obviously, it surprised everybody with Chelsea coming out with the win. But I mean, they were full value for the win, I think. I've said it on the show before, and I've said it many times that I think this season, Liverpool are not going to have it as easy as they've had it last season. Every team, they were lucky with injuries. Every team was, not lucky with injuries, and they were the in-form team, and everybody was out of form. So it's not going to be a runaway league and a contestation between Liverpool and Arsenal only. Okay, I said it again. I will say it again. This season, we're going to have more than 3 teams that are contesting for the league, and it's showing already in the early parts of the season. On the game itself, I think, firstly, I don't know what Arne Slot is trying to do, because you don't change a winning formula. You can't now go say you're going to try certain things in the game and you're going to try certain formations and you're going to move people to certain positions where you don't have to do it. Yes, last season, Zoboslai did play right back at a time when, Trent was injured and he came in for him there. I know he played against us also at right back this season. So I'm not saying that it's a wrong thing to do, but we all know where that guy is more useful. Put that guy there in the 10 position, let him dictate the midfield. You know you're going to get results. He's wasted playing him at right back. But I mean, that's what Slot decided. And again, changes up in the midfield. I don't know what this guy's trying. I think he's making life difficult for himself by not sticking to what worked for him last season, and now, especially with the injury to some of the key players over the international break, it's going to be interesting to see how he comes out against you guys. But we'll discuss that later. So yeah, but overall, I think Chelsea played a good game. They were always in the game. I think they were the better team on the day as well. Good quick counter attacks, especially when Stavio came in. You could see like the momentum was on Chelsea's side, and even though, and I said again, Zoberlai on the right back is not the right person because again that goal came through from there, the cross came across and they were sleeping at the last ball. Stavio came in and he scored the winner in injury time. So we will see again. I'll say Liverpool's got a lot of their results this season, scoring goals in the last minutes and scoring injury time winners. And I think right now they're conceding in those last minutes. So they have to, switch on. I haven't seen them playing their best football this season again. And now with injuries coming through and all of that, let's see how they act up to it. Let's see. But I mean, great win by Chelsea. I'm obviously over the moon for that. We wanted Liverpool to take a knock, and they have. And again, that makes us went into the international break on top of the log, which is good. Haven't been on top of the log since April 2004, I think, or something like that. So, so that shows you how Liverpool ran away with the league basically last season. So yeah, happy with the Chelsea win. Well done, Mooks brothers. Well done.
Look, I wanted to let you finish, get off your thoughts. I want to ask you a couple of questions based on your thoughts. Right? Maybe you can just toss it between myself and you. So, going to the coach. Last season, he came through. He didn't do much. Pretty the foundation was laid by Jurgen Klopp, so which was very smart. He came into a situation, didn't need to change anything. The team had experience. It was winning. It's winning culture. So you just add maybe your voice, add a bit of tactical decisions there, now, stay in there, and change where it needs to be changed. Now in his second year, do you think that maybe he's trying to imprint his philosophy from, I think, was it PSV, the previous club that he came from? Do you think that he's trying? Yeah. Do you think that he's trying to implement his philosophy, the type of players that he wants in certain position, his style? Do you think maybe then that is also coincident where he's doing that, and then the players that he's got are maybe not used to it, the type of style that he's asking them to play? So, what would you think could be the reason that, in your eyes, because you're saying that there could be a drop off. You seeing a drop off in the we haven't seen at the moment because we've seen a 4-match winning streak, if not 5. But yes, we've seen the last 3 matches they've lost. Okay, cool, we acknowledge that. So are you seeing that based on the last 3 matches that kahle kahle Umchi something that he is not getting right and potentially may be a fault or maybe an issue going forward?
Yeah. Look, again, as you said, it is gone in last season. Got one player, Chiesa, and the rest was Jurgen Klopp's team. And it didn't change anything there. He played same style of football, same everything that's there. The change with this season is that I'm not sure what type of football that they're playing this season. I'm not sure what style is he out. And again, he's brought a lot of players into the
Yes.
team. And again, I'm not saying there's friction, but I mean, you have Hugo Ekiteke that's scoring every now and, every week, and still he gets benched for an Isak that's
Yeah,
not
that's
fit,
surprising.
you know.
That's
So, I mean,
surprising.
that
Ekiteke is
will,
very surprising. I think you are right in that one. Sorry, because Umchit, as much as he did that silly thing to get himself 2 yellow cards and a red card, but his play, yeah, and he play yak is good. He's one of the guys that I've acknowledged in our podcast that he's almost like a reincarnation of a Peter Crouch. I like his touches, and he seems to have a knack for a goal. So yeah, carry on. Sorry.
yeah. So, I mean, obviously, you're not going to be happy to be sitting on the bench if you're scoring every now and then for somebody that's not even fit. So, because I don't think Isak's fit. I think they're building fitness, match fitness in match days. So, I mean, that's one negative. Secondly, in the number 10 position, he's forcing Florian Wirtz to play there, and that guy is not doing anything. He's just I saw one thing on the team. He's a lawn mower. That's what he is. He's mowing the lawn guy that's running around cutting grass. Doing nothing else but that. This guy's haven't had an assist, hasn't had a goal, in 10 matches now. So why is the coach keep on himself for Florian Wirtz? And I guess it's the price tag. If you go and you buy somebody for 120 million, you obviously want to fit him into your team some kind of a way or another. Okay? So now he has 120 million Florian Wirtz he has to fit in the team. He has 120 million Isak that he has to fit in the team. That's causing a lot of disruption again in the team, you know. Etika might not be happy about that. Soboslai might
Mm-mm.
not be happy about that because he was by far the player, or you know, after Gravenberg, the player of the season last season. So chopping and changing too much, and I think it's fitting in too many people. It just has to be more ruthless. If you're not performing and you're not up to it, on the bench, my man, and have somebody else that's going to be up to it and going to be performing in that. So there's one thing about the coach, it's that I think is now he has the squad, he has, you know, the money, and everybody's just been bought for him. Now he doesn't know. I don't think he's found his formula yet as to what he needs to do with the team and to imprint his style of play into it.
Very good points. I like the point that you mentioned about how can I say, what's the word? I just forgotten it, but not to push fitness, but gaining fitness through matches. So meaning that when that happens, slow starts. So when you get this slow start and you get a team that get a fast start, they can get a goal against you or two goals against you. Maybe then in the back end you have to fight using your experience or your talent if you have a talent better than the other team. So I do get that they could be using the first couple of matches just to gain EXE, gain fitness. But we'll see. But from my side, I had them as the champion based on what I seen last year. The last three matches has me worried that if they're gonna actually be champions, there is a bit of a blip. From what I see, I don't think they have got the squad depth. I feel, especially in the midfield, in also in the back line as well. But we'll see come like March, April, May. That's where either if you're in the Champions League quarterfinals, semifinals, that's where also in the latter stages of the EPL, we'll see how you manage the
Yeah,
players, how the players
that's too
firing.
far out. That's too far out. We're
Kaloku
gonna
for
see this before the Christmas, whether or not Liverpool is gonna be
Ucho.
gelling and gonna be
Okay,
doing that, because we have to
okay.
look at this year. What happens? Liverpool gets beaten by Man United this weekend. It's crisis. Everybody's gonna be in crisis mode, you know. So they have
But
to
it's going to
prove
be too
themselves over the next
early.
coming. They have to prove the
It'll
couple
be
of
too
games.
early in crisis mode when I'm for it too, because remember, Umchida's got credit in the bank. He won the EPL. He's a champion.
Yes, yes. Again, that's what Liverpool fans are gonna come out and say. He's got credit in the bank. He came through first season. He's won us the league. Don't stay off him. Da da da. But the point is, he should be. He's better. He has a better team than last season. He's bought 600
Yeah.
million worth of talent. You know, over one transfer season. So he's
But
broken
remember,
the
I look for
British
it to
records twice in one transfer
remember
season.
you bought forward players, right? You bought forward players. If you don't know the history of buying forward players in the EPL, that there is an adaptation period between 6 to a year, even 18 months. So you always
Haaland
hope
didn't
that
need
you buy
that.
a forward player that he
Haaland
hits
didn't
the
need that.
ground running the first time.
Haaland
Now
didn't need
sometimes you
that.
buy. Again, it depends on the player. It depends on the player.
We're talking about 120 million rand spent on a lawnmower. Come on.
Isak as well is not hit the ground running, but he's played in the APL. So he has
Yeah?
to adapt to the team, the environment, the coach, going back. Where does he need to take his coffee? Where does he need to go shopping? Where does his kids need to go to
With the
school?
PC, we don't care about that as football fans. We care about what
Dude, those
happens
are things
on the
that are
pitch.
important.
Whether or not you walk 2 hours to get to the ground or you drive 4 hours to get there, what happens on the pitch is what matters here. We can't be
Remember,
looking for excuses now when it comes to Liverpool and their players.
look, I
But
get what
a
you
couple
say.
of seasons ago, when Chelsea spent all the money, we were saying, "Oh, look, you bought 100 million Enzo and he's doing nothing. 100 million Salcedo is doing
And then
nothing."
Enzo
We
this
were
year,
on
what
their
is he doing?
case.
What
Exactly, that's my
level is
point.
Enzo playing? After
So,
adaptation, after we said that he was garbage, and then we showed that he's not garbage, he's
so
actually of
let's
quality.
let's let's not be hypocrites in this situation, and we say, "But you a lawnmower. You do nothing on the field. You just cut grass, and you
Okay,
cost a
okay,
hundred."
let's move on. Let's move on. We'll disagree to agree with this one, I see. Okay. The next match was you're very happy to no win against West Ham. As I said to you, just from my take quickly, just a small take. The difference, I said to you before, mentality, and also there's a lot of pressure on Arteta. from pundits and people that used to play for Arsenal, and there's a lot of pressure that he has to win something big again, EPL or Indlebe Ezinkulu. From my take is Nina got the depth and you also got the mental strength. I've mentioned these two for you a lot of times. That's what I see, and that's what's gonna carry you through. Talent, you don't have a problem with the talent. You just need luck. At the when the pressure hits, are you able then to come through and you guys be the winner? And you guys, 4 or 5 matches in a row, high pressure situation. Are you able to come out of those matches, you win, and then at the end of the day, there is a trophy come May. So what I've seen and what I've said to you before, mental strength, Nina, in the experience of last year, that's gonna stage you into good strength. And hopefully between EPL and the Champions League, you pull it through. What is your thought against the results against West Ham?
Yeah, look, obviously great result, a win for us at home against West Ham. West Ham, obviously, it's one of our boogie teams because they always come out either at the Emirates or London Stadium, Upton Park, even back in the day. They always come through and they'll bring a result when they're playing with us. So it was good to come out with a win there. It's one of the games that we lost last season that that we should have won, and a home to West Ham, we should have collected 3 points in that game. So to come through and to win that, that was nice. Again, the depth that we have in our squad this season is different to what we had last season. Last season, we always say we complained about squad depth and having the injuries and that. This season, we've had injuries to Saka. We carried on, still playing great. We've had injuries now to Martin Odegaard for the last couple of games since he got injured again. So Martin Odegaard is injured. We don't have him now until November or the end of November. We don't worry because we have other people that can play in that position. We haven't had Kai Havertz available for the majority of the season. This season again. No worries, we have Gyökeres, other people that's up there now. So it's all about, different players in different positions and having the squad depth. I think that's helping us. Yeah, Declan Rice. Wow. I don't know how West Ham fans are booing that guy that gave them everything that they are worth right now today. They were nobodies before Declan Rice. And Declan Rice made them.
Don't
And now
say
you go
that.
boo the guy. Why are you booing probably the best player that's played for your team? I didn't understand the boos, but again, Declan Rice does it best, scores against them and celebrates. So, I love it, when a player does that. Yeah, I know you hear people concerned about Victor Gyökeres, and people clearly haven't been watching Arsenal games if you're concerned about Gyökeres. What he's brought to us is something different that we haven't had. Pulling defenders in one place, sending them all around it, taking the runs into spaces. Yes, the goals might not be there, but I mean, again,
You must
3 goals
reward him.
in what,
You must
six,
reward him.
six or so
You
games
must reward him.
is a lot. Yeah.
That was a Benito. I'm a fan. I like those. I wish I had a midfield like that.
Yeah.
You must feed the guy because Nyan City does make those runs. He works tirelessly around in between the defenders and the midfield. Yeah, in between that space. And also then the shoulders with defenders. He does make those runs, but you guys need to feed him. So now I understand, but you know what? He's not gonna make 10 runs and get zero feed on. So at least they feed him. So I feel the work, especially him, is very individualistic. So much that doesn't at times I was dlala one time across. Usafuna ukubetha kancinci. So I feel feed the guy, but you are right in that point. You are right. He is making a
Yeah,
difference, but
yeah,
the difference for
he
me is
hasn't
the
been getting.
goals.
Yeah, he hasn't been getting like the service. I mean, again, Odegaard wasn't there, and sometimes Arteta's played that midfield where he has like three defensive midfielders in there. So again, putting a Eze, you saw when you put Eze in 10, unlocking of everything. Eze in the 10 position is like brilliant. That's why I don't even worry about Odegaard being missing now because I know Eze is there. So yeah, so again, Gyökeres is just gonna get the chances. He's gonna get more of them. He's gonna score. Even this game, Against West Ham, we could have scored. Saka took the penalty. It was easily be a Jokeres penalty if Saka wasn't on the pitch. But again, couple of chances that he had in the game. Yeah, but I mean, he will come right. Again, there's no panic here. The guy scored goals already for us, so it's not like he's sitting there, hasn't scored for the team yet. So yeah, nice win, 2-0 at home, top of the table, going into the national break. Yeah, everything seems good. I'm happy. Again, it's not going to be smooth sailing. I hear the whole, in the group, guys, we on top. Never going to go down now, top forever. Come on, guy. Man City wins 3-0 on Saturday. We go second. So what you talking about? So yeah, it will still a long season. But yeah, I'm happy with how we've started the season. Although we've lost against Liverpool already and we've drawn a game.
But when you look at it, you are in a better position in the sense that you lost one, you drew. Your other matches didn't play good, but you still won. City, on the other hand, they have the up and downs. Maybe now they're coming back to some sort of a form. Liverpool started good. They blipping. So Nina, through all that, you penny corner basically. That goes to that mental strength. But you didn't start off good against us, you still won. Didn't start against good against other matches, you still won. Okay, you lost fairly against City, if I'm not mistaken, but decent draw. But in the sense that you still came back and
We
you won
lost, we
against
drew
West
against
Ham.
City.
Oh, you drew against City, sorry. So you came back and you won against West Ham. So for me, again, that mental strength, but just a small blip, and then you're able then to continue again. So those are the type of blips that you're looking for. You're not looking for a 3-match losing streak. We haven't won. You have so you're looking for maybe just a 1 match lost, and then you go back to the host again, and then you win another 4, 5, or 10 matches in a row. So for me again, that mental strength, I keep on going back. For me, I see it, and for me, I think it could be what's gonna drive you through Christmas, drive you through March, and hopefully, at the end of the day, you either get the EPL or Champions League or even both. But yeah, a nice one, boss.
We have players coming back. We have players coming back as well. So Havertz back in training now. Madueke is back in training again. So we have people coming back. Ben White, I think I saw as well in training. So we have people coming back. So I'm happy. I'm just happy, bro. I'm just
No, look,
long may it
you should be
continue.
happy. Look, you should be happy. And again, you got the squad. Now it's just gelling everything together, understanding, play together, fight through the difficult times. When you fight through the difficult times, hopefully when you get through the other side again, you come through as champions of either EPL or Champions League. Okay, moving forward to my team. Guys, what a relief. 2-0 victory for Man U against Sutherland. Just to give you my take from my side, more of a relief. On my last podcast, I wasn't confident. He even was shouting at me, saying, "Hey, I show confidence in your team." By the way, I said, okay, come.
Sunderland. Come on.
I gave my reasons why I wasn't confident, but I wasn't too off. But my gosh, we put a very good performance. We should have been more than 2-0 in the first half. It was a commanding performance. It was a performance that we've been waiting for. I think the difference this time around, we scored in the first 5 minutes. All our matches, we didn't score when we had the pressure on the team. So I think this time around, we were able to score, and that then gave the team confidence. Okay, guys, we put the other team under pressure. We scored the goal. We're comfortable. Let's go get a second goal. So I was very happy that we showed something that I said to you before. We had Gami, but because we didn't have a result after putting the team under pressure, we put then ourselves under pressure, thinking, oh shucks, 2 3 minutes. We hit the goalpost or the keeper saved. We didn't score. Now the other team is putting us under pressure. Now then it makes our mindset doubt our ability, and then that's how we can work. Our performance was up and down, and the other teams were able to score against us. So this time around, some same thing happened, but we scored. And with that, we showed better dominance and we could have scored more goals. So I was happy with the performance. Now, from that performance, for me, it was a relief that okay, guys, this is the performance that I saw against Arsenal, where we put Arsenal under pressure, but we didn't score. Now we put Sunday under pressure and we came up with the score. Now we shouldn't be happy. We should be happy, but we shouldn't be too excited. It was one game, so now it's just more of can we show it against Liverpool? Now it's going to be tough. We're going to speak about that in our just in a moment, but I'm just excited that we won under good performance. We didn't win an under lucky performance or we were just fragile. Yes, suddenly had the chances, but we were still dominant and we won under a good performance. So I was happy for that. What do you think, Wenafit?
3 points. No, you guys needed it. I said it again, like at home to Sunderland, that should be a clean win. And you guys came in, brought the performance. Good to see Mason Mount on the score sheet.
No, wait, I forgot.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a great game. And Sesko scores again. And it's as long as you know you're getting confidence in the players. Because I think there's a lot of lack of confidence. I still don't think Ruben Amaron is the guy for the job. I still feel you should make that change as soon as possible, just to revive certain things. Like, you're not gonna get the best out of Kobe Maino as long as Ruben Amaron is there. As Maino, you can see, is unhappy. He's a player. You'll be losing talent if you're gonna be losing that. You're not gonna be getting a way of playing as long as you have Ruben Amaron there, because he doesn't have a way of playing. That system that he plays, I don't know what he wants to achieve with it. I feel you can't be playing a five at the back system with Man United, my man. Yes, Arteta came into Arsenal and he did that, but Arteta was working, with Kolasinac and all of those people in the back line. He didn't have a team like Ruben would have to put through a good 4-3-3 team, and it would be a strong one. So I still have doubts over him, but yeah, nice win, nice 3 points. And as you say, it's all about now proving that you are back, really, by having a good performance against Liverpool.
Yeah, look, it'll be a tough against Liverpool, but yeah, you are right. We will be happy. We were happy that we out before the international break. We won, and yeah, we'll take that confidence. And you're right, Manu Mason Mount that goal in Fuetu. It was a nice first touch, and then a brilliant goal. I'm happy for him. Just to mention that he's one of the players that I saw in the beginning of the season, and I felt that he could be one of our best players. And him scoring that goal, hopefully for more goals, him scoring that goal, I feel is going to give him the confidence to show that, in actual fact, this season he's much better than Opun, and he could be our best midfielder currently. But hopefully he can prove that point to me with goals and assists. But yeah, thanks, Kamiman. But going forward now, this coming weekend, EPL is busy. We'll be watching matches right throughout. Games brought to you by Triple A Plus Properties, Buhle Apa. Yeah, looking to sell or looking to rent in a greater Boxburg area. But again, even if I say Joburg, you can call me. I can also give you advice as well, guys. I don't mind. But yeah, don't be scared as well. Okay, comes our first match. Ngathi Kalong 1:30 on Saturday. It's between the Forest and, if I'm not mistaken, is the Chelsea. What do you think about that match? What are your just thoughts?
Yeah, look, it's going to be a good match, tough match, I think. I mean, Ange has lost so many games, 6 games, I think, in a row now. Yeah, the guy has to get a result. Otherwise, he's going to be fired. It's going to be the shortest manager stint that you will find in the Premier League. Yeah, the guy needs to win. He's been knocked out of the cup. He's lost his first games. He's coming through, starting as manager. So he needs to win. So I think he's going to come there and he's going to look for the points. So again, high line football, as you know, Ange ball. High line football, all in your face, leave big back gaps at the back, so Chelsea can be able to exploit that. And Chelsea has the speed. I see a lot of young players at Chelsea now. They're very fast and they're very speedy. So hitting those on the counter and exploiting the space that they will have at the back is going to be a paramount to Chelsea. Chelsea's on a good vein of form as well, so, and especially with the win against Liverpool last week, to carry on the momentum against Forest this weekend, it would be a good thing for them. I think Forest though do pose the threat as well, especially at home. They need to, as I said, find points. So there's nothing more than getting 3 points in front of your home crowd. So be a good one. I think it will be entertaining 2-2 draw.
Nice. Look, I have not much to say about the Forest now. I haven't been watching them, but on the Chelsea side, I'm going on Maresca. I'm a fan of the coach. Also, a performance here, Chelsea against Liverpool. Watched that match. It was a very good performance. So, based on that as well, it was a week and a half or 2 week break. So, maybe that could break momentum yeah, about coming into the game. I'll give it to them as well, 2-1. Since you're saying it's 2-2, I'll give it to them 2-1 victory to Chelsea. Okay, just notable mentions. We're not going to have discussions about them. Brighton and Newcastle is playing Leeds and Burnley, Crystal Palace and Bournemouth. Now, we can have a little bit of discussion about this one. Man City and Everton. Do you have any thoughts about that one?
Yeah, look, Everton, yeah, have been, tough in like some of the big games, but I don't see anything but a City win. See if City wins with three goals or more, they go top of the league for a couple of hours before our game. So they will have that in there. Haaland scoring like no other. So yeah,
Hat trick this past weekend. Yeah. Haaland scored a hat trick.
yeah,
Yeah, Umchita. Umchita, he might be coming back to that form when he first arrived in England, where he was just scoring non-stop.
yeah, or even better
So
because it's like
hopefully,
scoring.
hopefully he's not coming to that form, because if he's coming to that form, if I'm not mistaken, that season he City won EPL, Champions League, and then I think they won non Carabo, ne? If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I could be wrong with
League
the.
Cup,
But I know that
yeah, League Cup.
yeah, but yeah, Karabo. So hopefully, fingers crossed, he's not coming to that form. But my gosh, Umchita, when he's in full flight for it is something to behold. He is like one of the best, and I'm not a big fan of Haaland, but like how his scoring like for it, he just makes it look easy. Yeah, you can't really hate, but Umchita is he's like top class, world class. I'm going with Kane, one of the best strikers currently. Just again, a notable mention. We're just passing by Sutherland and Wolves. All of these matches that I've mentioned will be playing at 4, and then then the last match, it was Fulham against Arsenal. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, yeah. We go to Craven Cottage. Not one of our easiest places to go again. One of our voodoo teams sometimes that will take points away from us. Yeah, and they have a nice mixture there. I mean, some of our players, in their team, I know they will be up for it. Smith Rowe, it will be, I know they will be up for a game against us. But again, I don't see us losing that one. I see us coming in and again, we've been good away from home. In recent times, better than our home situation. So again, if we go in and we go and we look to dominate the game, it puts Fulham on the back feet, it shuts up the crowd, and then yeah, if we get a early goal or something, it puts us up there. So I think that we will have the motivation, especially if we're not going to know what's going to be happening in the City game. City might be coming in, and we know that if they score 3 goals, they go top. So we have to win this one so that we can put pressure on Liverpool the next day. So yeah, 3-1 win for us.
Nice shout, nice shout. Nothing much as well. Fulham has been showing some decent form, better than the last time. I think better than previous season. I think this season Fulham is
Yeah.
actually showing that they're a very capable of a team that they can stay in the league. Yeah, so Arsenal again, mental strength, depth, the quality that you guys have between a 2 to 3-1. I'll go with you. I feel a 3-1. You guys do have the quality, and you can do have the capabilities of scoring 3 goals and have the ability of shutting them down. Yeah, maybe they can have a lucky goal or 1 goal, but yeah, 3-1 as well. Okay, then Sunday, Spurs and Aston Villa. Just a question. What are your thoughts on Thomas Frank, first season of Spurs?
Yeah, look, Thomas Frank has obviously come into Spurs that finished 17th last season, and he is coming with a job to do. Yes, they've won the Europa League. That puts extra pressure on him because that means he's obviously going to go into Champions League with a team that finished 17th in the league. So, I think he's done a good job trying to stabilize everything with Spurs. But obviously, it's not going to be overnight where everything changes. He's come in and, he's going to get knocked down. He's going to get the draws that you show, But I think, we just need to give him time to see how he adapts, to see how he puts together his team there. But yeah, I don't think like he is at the moment he's done such a bad job. I mean, this team finished 17th last season and he's sitting third at the moment, and he hasn't lost a lot of games. He's drawn a couple of games, but he hasn't lost really a lot. So yeah, yeah, he's a brilliant manager, but again, I don't wish well for Spurs.
And then your mortal enemy, your rival enemy. But can you really call them your rival? Because they haven't really won that much. But anyway, we'll keep it between the Londoners. We don't know anything. Not our business.
Liverpool and Everton is the same thing.
But
Liverpool's
yeah, you're right.
dominated Merseyside, but they
They
still call
dominated
Everton
it.
their rivals.
They rival. Well, okay, guys, whatever.
You know,
Yeah, I'm quite impressed with Namus Thomas Frank. I like the word he used, stabilize the team. The question that I'm having in my mind is, can he have similar or better success than he had at Brentford? Meaning that Umchita is the type of guy that can use any type of player and make them a success. So that's the type of club Spurs have, the way they just throw any players to the coach. And you just wanted a coach that can work with any type of players. So Umchita has shown the capabilities that give him a certain profile of player, he'll work with it and he can work with it. So the question that I have next is, if he's successful under that profile in the next 3 to 4 years, does he have the desire then to go and coach a higher team like a Chelsea or Liverpool or Man U? But it'll be very interesting. I feel Spurs has got a very good coach. With Thomas Frank has shown, imagine for it being in one club for 10 years and you've taken that club from League One and then you basically took them to the EPL and then you sustained them in the EPL. So that takes a different type of coach. So I believe the Spurs has got the right coach, and I feel there could be a match, a potential good match, but we'll see how it goes. The next match, Liverpool against Man U. Tough one, tough one. First of all, out of the bat, 2-1 victory to Man U. Putting it out there. Putting it out there,
what?
2-1 victory.
What?
2-1 victory. 2-1 victory to Man U. Putting it out there. Yes, we're
Eh?
playing away. We've been fragile, but also been good as well. Our last performance, we should take a lot of heart from that, a lot of confidence from that, and 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 give it our all. I think against Liverpool now should be our rematch, like our rematch against Arsenal, where we put a very good performance and we lost. So against Liverpool, it should be our rematch in our mind, guys. We are up against a bigger team than us currently. Let's go put a very good performance out there and let's show where we are currently in the season. Are we where we want to be, or are we where we know? Are we where we think? Meaning, are we mid-table or lower mid-table? Are we 10th or lower? Are we at least above 10th or maybe touching to 5th? So against Liverpool, our performance for me against Liverpool will show me, do we have the capability of pushing forward, of pushing and putting up a performance against a team that's currently in a small dip, but they can just all of a sudden pull up a good performance against us, and then they back to form again. So I'm saying a 2-1 victory. I'm saying we can definitely win, but it will depend on our performance. How is our performance and how is our mentality? So I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out on the limb. 2-1 victory. Yes, you're playing away from home. Yes, it's a big call, but hey, let's do it, guys. It's not a now or never, but it's either let's do it. Let's put our best foot forward. Let's go and perform. We've shown against Sutherland. Yes, it was a good performance against a team that is, against, when you look at Sutherland's against Liverpool, Liverpool's got a better quality, but I'm looking at a prudent performance that we're able to pull up a good performance and win under that. So yeah, we have the capabilities of doing that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think we have to put context into situation. Liverpool's lost their last two Premier League games, and they're playing at home at Anfield, so they won't want to lose three in a row. However, if Ruben Amorim gets his tactic right and he puts a squad that's going to be able to challenge and not just go out there and go defend and see what we come out with, that's going to be able to go and challenge Liverpool, because there are spaces which you can exploit in that team right now, and one of it is the back line, because they
Yeah,
don't have Allison. 6 weeks. Konate has just gone down in the international break as well. He's also injured, so that means black line there is already weak. And we've said this. If Liverpool lose a backliner, either Van Dijk or Konate, there's an opportunity for there to be exploited. And again, you have Sesko that's been scoring, is kind of getting into form. So if he goes out there and he exploits the centre backs that comes in for Konate, and actually goes after that gap and that weakness there's a lot. And again, you have to test that keeper, Sorry, I don't know his name, Madalavilevi, yeah, the Georgian Indian guy. You have to test him. You have to make sure that he doesn't settle and he just doesn't have a easy game sitting in poles, because again, he doesn't have the comfort of having Konate and Van Dijk covering him. So yeah, so there's a lot to exploit there as long as you get the tactics right. Arne Slot as well. He will only win that game if he gets his tactics right as well. And if you see the team sheet, I'm begging Amaron, if he looks at the team sheet in the dressing room and he sees Zoboslai playing right back, there it is a game for him. But that's only if he's willing to make sure that he actually goes for it. Again, my thing is play differently. Have Sesko up front, maybe play Mbuemo just behind him, Okanye Kuna just behind him, Mbuemo on the right, have an attacking team that gonna go out there and put it on them, But again, it is Anfield, so if you don't go too attacking, you might get hit at the back.
Might be too
So it's all
exposed.
about the balancing act and making sure that he has the right formula and game plan for the game. But yeah, I don't see Liverpool losing this one. As I said, I don't see them losing 3 in a row. If they lose 3 in a row, they know it's going to be crisis mode to all their fans, because already their fans are in crisis mode. And I don't understand this. They're 1 point behind the top of the table and they're in crisis. But it will be crisis for their fans, I know. But I do see probably Man United putting in something there and hopefully coming out with a draw, 1-1 maybe. Thanks a lot for joining up on the show. Again, guys, keep it locked on EPL Mgosi right here on Everything Sports Mzansi. Please do like our videos, subscribe to our channel, share up all this if you can. Share in your WhatsApps, share in your socials. Make sure that you get other people joining our community. But yeah, thanks for keeping it locked on EPL Mgosi. BC, thanks for hosting to us today, my man. And yeah, good luck to you this weekend.
I think you know what? I think the Kremlins guys, guys, as I said before, he's a host. I'm still going to be hosting. It was the first day, yeah, sure. Kremlins are playing
Big
with
up.
us, sure,
Big
sure.
up, PC. Big up.
But yeah.
Big up, boss. Again, guys, cheers. Thanks a lot. Guys, like and subscribe, please. Cheers.
It's saying dong and